Bohemian Rhapsody is based on the true story of Queen, one of the most famous and influential rock and roll groups ever. The film spotlights many major moments in Queen's killer career throughout the 70s and 80s and shows their rise from playing at local bars to becoming princes of the universe. The film more specifically serves as a biopic for the group's larger-than-life lead singer, Freddie Mercury. I like this movie quite a lot. Queen is one of my favorite bands, but I'm not exactly what you'd call a big music buff, so a lot of the story here was actually pretty new to me. Though admittedly, to others who may be more familiar with the history of the band, this film's plot may be somewhat predictable. Everyone involved does a great job of duplicating many of Queen's more famous moments, with a particular focus on painstakingly recreating their famous set from the concert Live Aid in 1985, right down to the positions of a few discarded Pepsi cups sitting on the piano. Rami Malek of Mr. Robot fame stars as Freddie Mercury, and he does a fantastic job in the role. There's a kind of magic seeing all the effort he's gone through to capture the spirit of the rock legend's signature energy and mannerisms, especially on stage.
You don't want to mimic Freddie. You want to be able to understand why he did what he did.
All right!
He's also a terrific singer. There were a few parts where I caught myself wondering whether I was listening to him or to the actual Freddie Mercury. While all the other performances are also good, particularly an amusing cameo by Mike Myers, Malek is undeniably the champion of this film, and I wouldn't be at all surprised to see him get a Best Actor nomination out of it. I love all the scenes of the band experimenting and trying out weird and new things with their music. There are a lot of these sequences throughout the film, and it was really cool to learn some of the circumstances around the creation of many of my favorite Queen tracks.
One more.
Higher.
Jesus, how many more Galileos do you want?
Imagine thousands of people doing this in unison.
I was very surprised to learn after watching Bohemian Rhapsody that despite Bryan Singer being credited as the film's sole director, Singer was actually fired from that position about 2/3 of the way through filming over creative differences, and was replaced with Dexter Fletcher, who is also directing the upcoming Elton John biopic, Rocket Man, starring Taron Egerton, which I've also been really looking forward to. If this is what Fletcher can pull together taking over at the 11th hour from somebody else with only 2/3 of a movie, I can't wait to see what he does on his own. If I had to list some complaints about the film, I was a bit worried within the first 10 minutes or so that the movie was moving at an incredibly brisk pace and seemed to be missing a few key scenes. I realized the further it went along, however, that these sections likely had to be cut for time. There's a lot of ground to cover within the movie's over 2-hour runtime. Additionally, while the soundtrack to Bohemian Rhapsody is obviously fantastic, there were a few particular songs that I wish had been featured in the film. When you're talking about a band like Queen, though, with dozens of world-famous hits, not everything is gonna make it in, and most of the big songs you'd expect to see do show up. I was also hoping in the back of my head that David Bowie would feature in some capacity, even as just a cameo, but alas, he does not. The closest you get to him appearing in the film is the song Under Pressure being played over one scene.
This is ourselves.
Overall, Bohemian Rhapsody is a solid version of the type of film that it is. If you're a fan of classic rock, or of Queen specifically, I see no reason why the movie wouldn't rock you. Go check it out. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more in the future, and leave a comment down below letting me know any of your thoughts on Bohemian Rhapsody, or just let me know your favorite Queen song. There's a bunch of other videos up here on the screen you can check out if you'd like. Thanks very much once again for watching, and take care.